Genghis Khan had successfully breached the Great Wall of China. He led his forces to the greatest prize in the East, the capital city of Zhongdu. He besieged the city, knowing that its inhabitants could not hold out forever.
Greetings to you all, and welcome back to Let's Play Age of Empires 4. It's time to employ our famous strategy, starvation. Let's crack on.
Bearing down on the gleaming capital of Zhongdu, Genghis Khan raised the black banner of war on his historic enemy, the Qin dynasty. To take the heavily garrisoned capital, the Mongols would have to starve its army by eliminating Chengdu's suppliers.
Right, sure, we can do that. Do these sheep count as suppliers?
But first, the Khan directed his warriors to raid Qin buildings and villages surrounding Chengdu.
Now, a little disclaimer.
Word of the army's wealth would spread.
This woman never stops talking.
Mongol soldiers from the north to join the fight, seeking spoils of their own.
I have actually played this mission before, and the reason for that is simple. I recorded this entire mission and didn't realize my microphone was turned off. Like an idiot. Oh, how we laughed. Anyway, when I was finished crying, I restarted the mission, and here we are. Take number 2. This puts me in a slightly strange situation. I get to act as if everything is new and surprising, but at the same time I have confidence that I can complete the mission because I've done it before. So it's going to be embarrassing if I then go on to lose. Which will assume good things. If you want to flee from this kind of a fight, may I suggest not running towards the enemy? It's a bold gambit, but it's not going to pay off. Oh, I need to burn one more building. Not sure why people want to join my cause just because I'm setting fire to the nearby landscape. But apparently that's all it takes. Use the move speed arrow just because, you know, why not? Don't see any reason to fight this. Oh, heavens, is this a flank? Are they attempting tactics? Strategy? Doesn't feel right. I like the way I disengage from the fight, but as soon as I'm flanked, I go, right, that's the fight I want, and then I take it. I'm not a strategic chap. I just let the moment carry me. Now, for no apparent reason, I'm going to mysteriously follow this road. I know nothing about what lays ahead, of course. Could be anything up here. Could be a stone wall and I can't get past. Oh, how fortunate it's a poorly defended farming area. Ooh, that was a bit of good luck.
Hearing of the Khan's successful raids, Mongol settlers and soldiers arrived to join his army. With his numbers steadily growing, the Khan turned his attention to the capital. He sought to starve Chengdu's army by cutting off its suppliers.
So the name of the game here is easy. Well, it's twofold. There are convoys, traders, that are protected, delivering supplies to the city in the middle. Look at this thing. Impenetrable. It actually is. I'm not getting through this. And what I need to do is starve them out. Which means I need to kill the traders en route. So I'm gonna station myself here, and hopefully I can cut off both of these two trade routes. But Artega, what happens if you don't cut off all of the traders? Well, you'll see, because it's very difficult to actually cut them all off. That seems fine. I guess I'll put the Gur over here in the wood line. Pasture can go somewhere near the actual structure. Get on the food, lads. Do I need gold? Don't really need anything, just build people. Yes, build people. That's how we do it. Get myself a sacred uvu. Right, lovely. So there's two main conversion points here. So we've got this strip, this Shunyi market, comes to here. Whereas, oh dear lord, I shouldn't have tried pronouncing these. Tongzhou market comes here, but I can easily flip from one point to the next. So holding this area is good. Down here we've got Fangshan market, or Fengshang market, I don't know, and Daxing market. They converge here, right outside the front gate. Much harder to hold. Many good upgrades we can get? Not really. Stone's coming in, that's nice. Villages are starting to get made, that's nice. Aha, my first trader. So the traders are delivering military supplies. Well, what does that mean? That sounds bad if it gets through. Well, I'm not going to tell you what happens if it gets through, because it's going to happen. Some supplies will get through. Then you'll find out. And we'll act surprised together. I'll take the Yam Speed Aura. I don't think we're going to be doing much trading ourselves here with more anti-traders. At this point in time. I don't think I'm going to catch that. Guess that pony is too fast for me.
Genghis Khan's army struck down the trader that was headed to resupply Zhongdu.
So here's the nice thing, when you kill the traders...
Zhongdu lost several days' worth of supplies. The Mongols were systematically choking the city and starving its garrison.
Not only do you starve a bunch of Chinese people, which isn't generally a good thing, but it's good in this context, you also get to pick up whatever the trader was carrying. It will be a supply. That one was gold. Okay, I'm going to burn this place down. Give me some gold. I want progress towards this optional quest. You get reinforcements once you fulfill the needs of the optional quest. I also want to kill that trader. You crafty swine!
A Qin trader made it safely into the city and reported on the Mongols' numbers and movements. Zhongdu would now allocate any military supplies it received to rallying counterattacks on the steppe invaders.
Why can't I click on this chest? Okay. Whew. That's more difficult than I had any right of being. Did I get this guy? What the hell? Okay. Terrible start. Actually, a worse start than when I didn't know what the level was like. So that's good. It's encouraging. And what we're going to need is we're going to need our upgrades next to the Sacred Uvu. We're going to need to open our eyes and actually pay attention to what's going on. But you can see every time I kill a trader, this bar decreases. I've got to get this to 0. And every time a trader gets through, this bar increases. And if it gets all the way to the top, then they are going to counterattack me. I'm going to need more pastures than this. Maybe build a couple. Good news, we've built enough structures to get more reinforcements. Also, it appears I've jacked some sheep at some point. Not sure when I did that. Why do I keep letting this trader get by? The multitasking in this mission is beyond me. Okay, good. Ooh, useful. Seriously? Okay, it's a travesty. Who needs the most help? I'm gonna go join these guys. You guys want to start chopping wood? You want to go over here? Start the boosted upgrades. Just get everything. Get some people on gold. Start building some buildings that are actually going to help. Get some of those. Oh yeah, we'll get some stables too. And now, scout for traders. Alright, we've got one coming. So the challenge here is we've got to constantly reinforce our groups, because although we win these fights, we are bleeding units every time. So we've got 20 units, we'll see how many we've got after this fight. Guys, please kill the trader. Move speed arrow, just get him. So give me those goodies. Maybe don't try fighting the stone towers while you're riding unarmed on horse, unarmored on horseback. Just a thought. Get away from the city walls. We don't want that fight. Put all of that on a control group and start training units at the speed of light. To get anything, I'm not fussy. Pick that up, whatever it is. It can only help. I'll leave the scout sheep ahead. That's it, men. Get out there. Yes, I refer to my sheep as men. Got a problem with that? They're braver than me. They're just charging headfirst into enemy territory. Okay, this army should have more longevity than the bottom army, because it has the Khan boosting it every battle, whereas this one just has to absorb the losses.
As the Mongols continued to sabotage the city's supplies, Zhongdu's garrison grew weaker by the day.
Fantastic. Back over there. Honestly, just everyone to the bottom, I think. Once I gain control of you, which apparently is not yet. Upgrades? Any upgrades good? Actually, all of you guys go to the top then. What even is this? A stables? Fine, why not? I think this is where the bottom army falls. So we'll take the trader down before we go. And then we'll dance upon the chest without actually collecting it. You guys want to get on the gold, maybe? Alright, this is the new Group 2, which apparently includes the stables. Not the best offensive weapon in the game. Just do what you can, man. Just do what you can. There is no way this army is beating what's incoming. Anything else I want to build near the Uvu? I mean, I could double produce things. I could put a Gur up there for some extra resource upgrades, I suppose. Might help. I think we have to accept that some losses are incoming. On the south side, we're not stopping that. Tell you what we can do though, why don't we attack the market itself? That's our plan. Rather than trying to hold here, it's proving difficult. I'm going to build some rams, get in here and smash this place to smithereens. They can't send traders out from a market if the market doesn't exist. That's trading 101. Get Mangadai, prefer them. You guys, what do I need? I need food. Build some more pastures too. More pastures can never be bad. Even the top forces are starting to bleed now. I believe I got a few new structures. Yes, I did. I want you all to get in on the production. Oh, I hate towers as much as the next man, but there's probably a higher priority target. Scout Cheap sees him coming. Once again, this is just going to have to be a snipe on the trader. I can't actually win this fight. The Khan may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Get that donkey. Fantastic. Good work, men. Khan? Genghis? He's dead, but he's fighting on.
In raising the
What a champ.
at Fangshen, the Mongols had severed a critical supply line to the capital.
Okay, market down. When we get no more traders
In
from this place.
destroying the supplying markets, the Mongols denied Zhongdu critical supplies.
Good lord, I've got a lot of
leaving
people
its
on these sheep.
garrison weakened.
Seems I did destroy the
With Zhongdu
supply
devastated
convoys
by
sufficiently.
starvation, the walls of the great Qin capital were devoid of soldiers, and only a diminished garrison remained. Desperate and isolated, Zhongdu could no longer resist. The time had come for Genghis Khan to launch his assault on the city.
Okay, so this is fantastic news. I sufficiently defended so that I never got counterattacked. Destroying this market gave me a boost towards the starvation counter. That sounds grim, but that's what it is. And that boost was enough to tip me over the edge, without having to suffer the counterattack from the donkeys, which were en route, and I couldn't stop. So that was fortunate. Now then. I mean, sure. Knock yourself out, Gur. Time to prepare our attack. 3 different ways we can go in. Don't see any reason to attack through multiple directions. Let's get some rams. Right, this is the side that already has the rams. Never mind, we're going to harden the rams. I could build siege towers and mount the walls, but why mount that which you can destroy? And as we go in, I'd very much like it if we could be mass-producing units behind this to replace everything I inevitably lose in the fight. Just wait for these rams. So the gimmick here is that if I attacked them early, they would have basically infinite units behind the wall, and I'd have no chance of breaking in. But now, because they have suffered enough starvation, the number of troops behind the wall is severely diminished, and I think they don't replace themselves, because they just can't sustain them. Which means my attacks actually have a chance of working. Oh, and another oddity, which I can't really explain. These towers are supposed to shoot at you, and they did before. They fire a sort of... I want to call it a rifle, but that's probably not historically accurate, but a single-shot, gunpowder-based weapon. Fires, goes on a big cooldown, fires again, but it's not a cannon. So, I mean, I guess it is a rifle, right? But then again, the barrel doesn't have rifling. Let's call it a gun. There you go. We found a word that we're comfortable with. And if you attack earlier in the mission, all of these towers shoot at you. All of them.
Unleashed the wrath of his Mongol warriors,
and you get ripped to shreds, because they're made of stone. So you basically can't bring them down. You have to ram them down, which takes ages. And you're under fire, there'll be archers behind the wall. All of the towers will be shooting at you with powerful weapons. You just never get in. But now that they're starving, the towers are unmanned. I suppose because of starvation, the people that were manning the towers are now, I don't know, dead. Too hungry to fire. I'm not too sure on the effects of starvation upon a soldier, but it's probably quite bad. Now then, in order to establish dominance of this area, what we need to do is destroy critical structures, the Spirit Way, the Religious Center, the Academy, the Knowledge Center, and the Palace. I don't know, what do you call that, the Military Center? The Monarchy Center. But I'm also going to take down the Town Center because it shoots at me, and that's mean. I can't actually destroy these, by the way, I just get them into burning, and then I can't target them anymore. So I presume, in actual history, what happened here is that Genghis captured the town, and he kept the key structures alive for himself. You know, kept all of the information in the academy, etc, etc. I don't know, but I'm assuming that. The fact they won't let me level them suggests that Genghis took them for himself.
The city was ready to fall in the wake of the destruction wrought by the Mongols.
Seriously, he never gives up, even when he's dead. He was when out of combat. I guess being dead counts as out of combat. Nice one, Genghis. Look how comfortable the missions are when I know what to expect. Oof.
Zhongdu fell to the wrath of Genghis Khan's warriors, yielding great riches for the Mongol Empire. The
Fantastic
sacking of
load, those
Zhongdu
walls.
would be remembered as one of Genghis Khan's most devastating victories.
Textbook.
But this was just the beginning of his quest
Look at my horse
to
go.
create a global empire under Mongol rule.
He was just walking on the spot but not getting anywhere. The foundations of the moonwalk. He's doing it again. Look at him go. What a wild beast. But hey, that's going to do it for this episode. Next time we'll continue in... I don't know where we're going next. Only one way to find out. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then.